Hello, second grade. This is Mrs. Gilmore. We're going to be working on Unit 2, Lesson 5. And in this lesson, we're going to be learning how to compare numbers. And we're going to be using all the numbers within 200. So, this is probably going to look familiar to you because you've compared numbers before. But this time we're going to be using all numbers less than 200. So, first thing I want you to do is take a look at my board here. I want you to remember that you've used these symbols before, and these symbols help us to compare numbers. The first symbol is this one right here, and this symbol tells us that the number over on this side of the symbol is less than the number on this side of the symbol. And you can see here it says is less than. And I like to think about it like crocodile teeth. And I even like to, or some of you like to use Pac-Man. I'm going to put little crocodile teeth in my symbol here. And that crocodile loves to eat. He's a big animal and he likes to eat. He eats a lot of food. So, the part that is the opening of the crocodile mouth right here should be pointing towards the number that is bigger, because the crocodile always wants to eat more. So the number on this side is the bigger number because that's what the crocodile wants to eat. He wants to eat the bigger amount. So here you have the number on this side of the crocodile teeth is less than the number on this side of the crocodile teeth. Then this symbol next to it here is the opposite. So this symbol says that, looking at your crocodile teeth, the number on this side of the symbol is greater than the number on this side of the symbol. And then down below here we have this symbol, and this symbol means that any number on this side of the equal sign is going to be equal to or the same amount as the number or the what's on this side of the equal sign. Okay, so we're going to be using those three symbols to compare some numbers, and the first one I want you to write down in your math notebook is 39 and 81. Okay? And I want you to think, how can I compare these two numbers to figure out which one is bigger and which one is smaller? So think to yourself, how could you figure out which one is bigger and which one is smaller? Okay, so let's share a couple different ways that we can figure out which one is bigger and which one is smaller. So a couple ways you can do this. You can write the numbers in expanded form. So 39 is equal to 30, which is a 3 in the tens place, plus 9. And then 81 is equal to 80, which is an 8 in the tens place, plus 1. So then all I have to do is compare my tens place. Since I have a 30 over here and an 80 over here, 30 is less than 80, which means 39 must be less than 81. And remember, that crocodile wants to eat the bigger amount, so that crocodile teeth should be pointing towards that bigger number. So 39 is less than 81. Another way I can do this is I can look at these numbers with base 10 drawings. So 39 in base 10 drawings would be 3 tens and 9 ones. Okay, 81 would be 8 tens and 1 1. So if I look here, I can see that I have only 3 tens over here and 8 tens over here. And 8 tens is greater than 3 tens. So I'm going to say 3 tens is less than 8 tens, which means 39 is less than 81. Okay? The other thing that some students like to do is they just like to compare their place values. So if you start with your ones place, you can say, okay, well, I have 1 ones over here and 9 ones over here. Then I have to go to my tens place. So far, the number on this side, the 9, is bigger. But if I go to my tens place, now I have 8 tens and 3 tens. And we know that 33 tens is less than 80 8 tens. So my alligator mouth has to point towards my 81. Okay, now, what if we're trying to compare 3-digit numbers? So if I have 154 and 178, go ahead and write those on in your math notebook. And then let's see if we can figure out which symbol we should use to compare these two numbers. Okay, so if you want to do it with your expanded notation, you can do it that way, or you can use your base 10 drawings, or if you want to, you can just compare your place values. So I'm going to use my expanded notation to see how much I have of each place value. So if I put these in expanded notation, I have 100 plus 50 plus 4 over here, and 100 plus 70 plus 8 over here. So now I'm going to compare my expanded notations. I have 100 over here and 100 over here in my hundreds place. And you can see that's true in your numbers too. You have a 1 and a 1 in your hundreds place. So that's the same, which means I'm going to have to go on to my tens place now to see which one is bigger in my tens place. So I have 5 or 50 over here, and 7 in my tens place is 70 over here. Well, I know that 70 is bigger than 50. 50 is less than 70. So I'm going to put that alligator mouth facing towards my 70 in the tens place. So I know 154 is less than 178. Okay, I want you to try a couple more of these in your math notebook. Write down these numbers, 63. Compare the number 63 with the number 27. Then compare the number 118 with the number 142. Then compare the number 99 with the number 105. Go ahead and practice those in your math notebook. Then you're going to go on in your SAB to page 83. Let's take a look at this page. On this page, you're going to be, let's read the directions, making a drawing for each number. So that's a quick drawing, your quick hundreds and tens and ones. Then you're going to write your greater than, less than, or equal to symbol. So for number 1, I'm going to start with my drawing. I have 5 tens over here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 ones. 6. And then over here, I have 8 tens. And 1 ones. And I can see right away I have less tens over here than I do over here, which means my alligator is going to want to eat more of those tens. So I'm going to say 56 is less than 81. Go ahead and do the same thing on number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then when you're finished with that page, you're going to go on to the next page in your SAB, which is page 84, and you're going to keep practicing using our greater than, less than, or equal to symbols. You have to practice 7 through 16. Then it says what is the error? So Puzzled Penguin down here has made an error with his comparison. He's done 149 is greater than 176. And he says, I know that 9 is greater than 6. I'm reading his bubble over here. Did I make a mistake? Okay. Then you're going to draw a proof drawing, which is our quick hundreds and quick tens and quick ones, to help Puzzled Penguin understand whether he made a mistake or not, to help him learn from his mistake. Then make sure that you put the correct symbol between 149 and 176. Then come and check your SAB pages with Mrs. Gilmore.